The following presentation was recorded at the Upstate Carolina Linux Users Group and is licensed under a Creative Commons Share-alike Attribution 3.0 USA license. For more information about the Upstate Carolina Linux Users Group, please visit UCLUG.org.
Giving away an Android, right?
Now you can go.
Yeah, Verizon's giving away an Android now, right, Shelly?
I don't know, are they?
Well, it's good to see so many people, all the old timers and the new faces that I see around here. It's great to have y'all all here. Have you been here before? I thought so. Okay. Anyway, you're new?
I am.
You are.
Are you approved also?
Well, anyway, it's good to see everybody. Oh, you're
Just in case.
all right. Well, great.
There you go. That's what I was thinking. We need to get that.
Did you bring something to display on? Okay. Do you want this hooked up?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, do it.
We'll do that. Yeah, great. Okay, so tonight's topic is Android, and I must confess that this was all because of me. I got this great little Android phone, and I've been so giddy for the past month. How long? About a month?
About 6 weeks, yeah.
Shelly sold it to me about a month ago, and I've just been so giddy and you know, just everything about it is so wonderful, you know, because I've always wanted a phone like this. It's got Linux on it. It's just fantastic. And I go to the App Store, and I can get a tricorder. I mean, and it'll show me north, and it will show me anyway. So
He's scaring me.
So I'm sorry. So I geeked out, and I thought everyone else might be geeked out if we had a presentation on it. So I got my Droid X, which just came out a few weeks ago. So I'm tickled about it, and I thought maybe we could talk about it. And if those of you have Android phones, we could trade our favorite apps, sort of thing, like tricorder. I'll put that up there. But
This is going to be some world-class opening video. I'm going to tell you that right now.
So anyway, let's see. Let's give a hand to fine great people who are here to bring us food and drink. Would you like to say something, please?
I guess, all right.
Who is Fine Great People?
We are an IT staffing recruiting company here in Greenville, South Carolina. We got offices in Columbia, a new office opening up in Asheville, North Carolina. But we do all of our IT here out in the Greenville area. So we do everything from your help desk, software developers. I mean, we even put John Yeary to work here recently. So
No way.
I don't know if that's good or bad, so don't hold it against me, but lots going on. A lot of people want to find out what's happening in the IT world, and the IT unemployment here in the Upstate, if you're in the software development world, is probably less than 1%. So that 10% you see out there in the media it's definitely not IT. We've got more jobs than we have people available right now. And some of the stuff we're working on, we've got some networking contracts at place. In fact, even today, I've got a Linux developer at Bilo that's open up. It's a perm position, so anybody wants to do some cool Corn, Bash, shell scripting, PL/SQL, do some Red Hat work, all that jazz. I got a perm position open up with Bilo. So Blake Coleman, he's one of my recruiters over there. He's been doing this a number of years, so he knows his stuff as well. I tend to be more the geekier one of the group. I used to be a Linux guy, Solaris guy, and I was going to show Jace my dual booting Android, my Windows mobile phone with Froyo Android on it, but it's crashed for tonight, so it won't do a boot.
Must be the Windows set.
Yeah, so exactly. I got to reformat the SD card and try again. But we got our business cards up here, so grab one. We're on LinkedIn. Feel free to connect. We have a newsletter on our website. Subscribe if you want to find out what's going on. If you're happy where you're at, that's awesome. But if you want to explore, just kind of see what's out there, give us a call. We try to remain as neutral. We see the trends, what's happening, what is hiring and stuff, and it's our job to tell companies saying, look, you guys need to move faster because candidates are getting multiple offers or being hired faster, or you guys need to increase your salary because what you're asking for doesn't exist in Greenville, or we're going to have to relocate somebody and they need an extra $20K a year. So, and some companies will come back to us and say, all right, let's try to get more market value. So depends on that. Of course, some of those are like Microsoft related technologies that I'm sure all of you guys love and hear. So, but again, thank you for letting us do the pizza and grab our cards.
Thank you.
We probably be hanging out here, but anything you can always reach us online. Yeah, Jeremy.
Do you happen to have a Twitter account with a really cool gamer alias?
We got our official FGP Tech Twitter. It's at FGP Tech. So that's our official FGP one. I've got one as well. It's Valiant, like alien with a V in front of it. So I just post nonsensical stuff like social media is overrated and other things like that. But that's just me.
Yeah, you would know.
Yeah.
You're like everything, man. You're.
But follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn and everything else, and we have fun. It's a good time to be in IT. People always want to figure out what it is, and it's a good market here in Greenville, and it'll continue to improve. So,
Third best job market in the U.S.
Is that right?
wow.
Third best paid?
What?
Third best paid?
No,
Hey,
then
we
Washington
do a cost of
was-
living now. So, but that's all I have, Jason.
Sir?
That's all I have.
Fantastic. Thanks, Alan.
Thanks, Al.
Thank you. And again, they've got business cards there. You want to bring a resume or anything? Anyway, so in that case, I'd like to introduce my friend Shelley Slice. She goes to church with me, and she was able to. She works at Verizon, both in Spartanburg and in Greenville, and Anderson. Wow, I didn't know she was in Anderson too. So I guess that's probably everyone here except for the Newberry folks.
I'll go to Newberry.
You go to Newberry. But mostly what you do is you do. I mean, you stand at the store, but you also what's the word I'm looking for?
I network.
You network. Well, but I mean, you make appointments though.
Oh, yeah. I network and work on.
So like me and my wife made an appointment with her, and the majority of what you do, it seems like is so. But anyway, so without further ado, Shelley Slice.
This way, you know?
Let me put this on.
Do you have to stand still?
No.
Not tend to pace. I am Shelley Slice. I work for Cellular Sales, and that's a subcontractor of Verizon Wireless. And just a little bit about what I do and who I am. I am an independent contractor for Verizon Wireless, which means that I can kind of do business the way I want to do business. But what that also means for me is that I have a higher level of training than those folks behind the counter at Verizon, which is kind of shocking to a lot of people to find that out. We have a higher standard that we have to stick to. That being said, Jason and I have been friends for over a decade, I'm sure. I think it's about 11 years.
I guess you're right.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And
And you haven't changed it then.
yeah.
You're still this lovely thing.
Payment later. Anyway, we've been friends for about 11 years, so I should be comfortable enough for Jace to come to me and say, "Hey, Shelley, I'm wanting a really cool phone. I'm looking at the Droid, so what do you think?" I was nervous. Are you kidding me? I do this every day, and Jace made me nervous because I know that he knows so much more than I do about stuff like this. My education, experience, and history in the past would never have foreshadowed where I'm at in the present. I graduated from USC in Columbia with a degree in psychology and a degree in anthropology. So I was going to work with people and dead people. And, and now I work with very live people and machines. And it's really cool. I love my job. I love what I do. And I really love learning about something that I never expected to be able to, I don't want to use the word master, but at least be educated in. When I first started working for Verizon, I had a slider phone. So do you know what that is? The slider phone with it was cool because it had a full keyboard, and I thought I was the bomb, and it was purple, and I was cool. I very quickly went to a multimedia phone, which is like we've got the feature phones, and we got the smartphones, and we got the college prep phones, and that's what I had. I was in a college prep phone. I had a NV3. It's actually still out, so I went to an NV3. It's called a 3G multimedia phone. Not really any kind of major operating system there. It just dials and texts and goes on the web for a little bit. And it doesn't even do that very well. Then I had to go into a smartphone, so I went to a BlackBerry. Everybody's probably educated on the BlackBerry operating system and the Java-based and that kind of thing. It's very much in the box. Anybody who wanted a smartphone a year ago, 18 months ago, they were either going to get a BlackBerry, they were going to get an iPhone with AT&T, or they were going to get a Palm, or quite possibly they might go for a Windows phone. And Windows phones are sold on the premise that they're going to be a lot like your experience with your PC or your desktop.
Or worse.
Notice that I said they're sold on the premise that they're going to be very much like your experience with your desktop or your PC, your laptop. No, it is not like that at all. It's actually very much not user-friendly. We find that customers are very confused by their experience in a Windows-based phone. BlackBerries are quite the opposite. If you can follow simple instructions, you can manage your way through a BlackBerry. Then came the Android operating system. T-Mobile was the very first network to launch an Android operating system phone. They did that about, I'm losing track, it's probably been about 18 months ago that they launched their first phone to get out there into consumers' hands and be readily available in the stores through the networks. Of course, the Android operating system has been under construction since November 2007, I think, is when it actually came to light, and that's when Google found itself with a whole lot of money and wondering what they were going to do with all these bags of coins. And what they did is they went around and they bought up all these startup businesses. And one of the startup businesses, some of them just fell by the wayside. Google just kind of absorbed them into themselves, and you never heard from them again. This one, Android, was actually one that Google bought, and the guy who developed it, his name is escaping me, but the guy who developed the Android operating system now is in charge of Google's mobile OS department. So he's got probably some job security there, knowing that he developed the Android operating system and now works for Google.
A couple of bags of his own coin.
A couple of bags of his own coins with his own name and label on it, yes indeed. Promised probably to reproduce more coins over the years. So that's how Android came around. Google decided that they were going to try to face off basically with Microsoft. Not on every level, but on some. And then they were going to try to trump them with their mobile operating systems. And I think they have. The numbers definitely show that they have. Back in the second quarter, Android operating system was the highest sold mobile operating system in the US. The second one was BlackBerry. And the third one was the iPhone operating system. Now when a customer comes to me, you know what, let me just stop and say, if anybody has any questions, please just politely raise your hand or do jumping jacks or something. I'll call on you because I'm real casual. I'm a little dressed up, but I'm very casual. So just ask me a question. My name is Shelly. Shout it out. I can't promise I'll know the answer, but if I don't, I will act like I do. Now, what I do for my customers whenever they ask me a question is I go research it. And I find out. And if I can't find it out while they're there in front of me, they get my name and number, or I get their name and number, I'll get back with them with the answer, because I hate being the one that doesn't know. I like to be the best at what I do. I will never be the best at what I do, but I really like to find out a lot of information. So, I found out a little bit about y'all tonight. I know, but trust me, it was just a little bit. When Jace asked me to do this, I had to figure out what in the heck is Linux. I think they make Crystal. And so
it's a mall in Atlanta.
Little spelling error, but then I finally figured it out, and I did some research, and I found out that Linux is an operating system, or excuse me, it's not an operating system, it's a kernel, right?
Wow.
Okay.
Good.
That Android is a Linux.